Hi, this is Erica Dyer with Incoherent Ramblings of a Crazy Bitch. And again, with me is Nick. How's it going, Nick?
It's going good. It's going good.
Wonderful.
Just surviving out here. How are you
I
doing?
know. Well, fucking Christmas is next week. There's still some shit I need to buy. I always do my Christmas
Is it
shopping
is
last
it
minute.
is it just me, or does it seem like the season's never going to end?
Never fucking end. And I'm telling you, as my kids get older, when they were younger, when kids are younger, they're easy to fucking buy for. Like it is fucking easy to buy for them. But now that my boys are older, I don't know what the fuck to get them. Like seriously, every year I do this. I say I'm not gonna wait to the last fucking minute, and I do. And like this year, I gave my sons. I don't know why. I got them both an advent calendar. I got my younger son an advent calendar that has coins. So starting on the first day of December, he gets to open a little thing and he gets a particular coin. And then my older son, I got him an advent calendar that had little like single serving bottles of oh God, what the fuck liquor was it? It's the one that tastes like cinnamon. What is that? Fireball?
Oh, Fireball?
Yeah, I got them like an advent calendar with Fireball, and I give them, these advent calendars. And first of all, my younger son's like, I want that one. I'm like, no, you get the fucking coins, man, little fucker. I'm like, you work at the goddamn jail, you little asshole. You get the coins. Then my older son's like, thanks, but this is what got me in trouble years ago. Because, when he was younger, underage, he had gotten arrested. And I guess he'd been drunk on Fireball. And I'm like, well, Merry Christmas.
Oh God. Well, see, like yeah, I'm 36, going to be 37, and yeah, probably in a few days. I grew up when Fireball was like hot, and I think I was still able. I think I was still going to the club at that time,
Oh,
and
yeah.
it was fucking terrible.
Yeah, yeah.
And I remember like that was the flavored fucking
Oh,
whiskey you
yes.
got, or the flavored drink you got.
Yes.
It wasn't even whiskey; it was just cinnamon
Oh, it's
cinnamon liqueur or
terrible.
whatever. And it tasted, and like it's one of those things where you had it once and you couldn't have it again
Yes.
unless you were supremely drunk, because you just kept tasting it and
Yes.
tasting it. It tasted grosser and grosser and grosser.
Horrible.
Ugh.
It's horrible. I can remember drinking it, but because I never know what to get my fucking sons, I gave them this, and I'm like, okay, they'll have a little something. I'll probably just end up giving them money. I mean, they're older. If there's a video game they want, they just fucking buy it. I truly don't know what I could give them other than money, but I'm one of those people that I want to give my kids something, and still, even my older son, I try to make sure I got a whole bunch of little presents, and they got to be an equal number. There was one year I ran out to like the thrift store because I'm like, oh no, the one kid has more presents under the tree than the other. And I'm like
God.
buying
Oh,
shit
God.
at the thrift store just to
You
wrap.
don't want, yeah, because that will start a world war in your house.
Oh my God.
That's-
And the one kid, he opened him. He's like, oh, thank you for the Hanukkah socks. I'm like, oh no.
you got
Happy
your kid
Hanukkah.
socks.
Huh?
That is
But
hilarious.
you got an equal number, don't you, yellow fucker?
You did good. At least you got something. Hanukkah socks that's hilarious.
I was like,
That's-
there ain't nothing else. Well, he's like 10% Jewish on his father's side. Here's some Hanukkah
There you
socks.
go. There you go.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
be happy. Merry Christmas. So I don't know. I don't know what I'll do for next week. I'll probably order a bunch of shit that'll be delivered tomorrow from Amazon. That's probably what I'll do.
Rush order that shit when you.
I will. I'll specifically search for that shit that has like next day shipping or same day.
Oh God.
Oh God. I don't know. I can't wait till the season's over. Cannot
Yeah.
wait. Cannot wait.
Well, I mean, yeah, I try to be better about that stuff. I know, one thing I was buying a lot this last year was their bootleg action figures is what they are.
Oh, okay.
Basically, somebody on Etsy will make like an action figure of the Super Trooper guys, and they're all handmade. They're very expensive, and there's only like one. There's only one guy who'll make all five of them, kind of thing.
Okay.
Um, and that's what I was like. I was buying those because like some of them are really funny, some of them are really cool. I know you only see them once, kind of thing. So one thing I saw is this. I was following one store, and they had Tango and Cash action figures, like the handmade ones. And Tango and Cash is a movie that my mom made me and my brother watch when we were kids. We have been fans of that movie ever since. Barely anybody knows what that movie is. So I bought these like 6 months ago. I bought about two of them, and they were like the prices was ridiculous for what they were. But I was like, I'm buying both of them. So my idea is it's sitting at home now. My idea is on Christmas Day or whenever my brother and his wife come over is like I'm gonna open the box and be like, pick one. One's yours, one's mine. So we can both either have both of us can either have Tango or Cash kind of thing. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, that's awesome.
yeah, because we're giant fans of that movie. So it was weird to find those figures that this guy had made, and I was like, they're mine. I'm buying them.
That is awesome. That's awesome. I like Tango and Cash. Who was that?
That was Stallone and Kurt
Yep,
Russell.
yep. Yeah, I liked that.
And also his sister was really hot. I think it was, I forget, but his sister was a stripper or something. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like apparently the backstory of the movie is more interesting than the actual movie because like they had ran out of money and stuff like that. It was a whole weird thing that happened. But it's one that I remember vividly watching a lot as a kid, and we would rent it from the store all the time. Yeah. And we love it. We just absolutely love it.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's funny. I love it. I love it. But yeah, got to get ready for Christmas. And, I was just on site at work and almost, oh God, I almost fucked myself up at work, I'll tell you. So, I've been working up in Chicago, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And
how cold is how cold is it there right now?
It's getting cold because it's right on the water, right? So with the wind chill and shit like that. But I'm we're not too far where I actually live from Chicago, and we get a lot of that lake effect. But it's getting fucking cold. It's getting fucking cold. I like the snow when it's winter, but I could do without it. I can stand the cold better than I can the heat, though. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
That's for damn sure.
Yep, definitely.
Yep. No, but being up at work and sometimes, I never stay at the same hotel. I work with some people that always want to stay at the same hotel. They get to know the people, and I'm always like, oh, I'll stay at a Wyndham this time, or I'll stay at a Marriott, or I'll stay at a Holiday Inn because I earn those points, right? And just recently, I had stayed at this hotel that was like not too far. It was like it was only supposed to be like 30 minutes from where I work, and oh God, I don't know if you've ran into this or not, but I leave in the morning, and I gave myself plenty of time, and fucking traffic around Chicago's fucking crazy, man. If you get it just right, it's like you can fly right through. Everything's great. But my God, you hit it certain times of the day, and it is like fucking standstill, man. You're like inching along, and it's like, oh my dear God, I can't. I'm never going to make it. I got like 5 miles to go, and it's going to take me an hour to get there, right? It's horrid.
I've been there.
It's fucking horrid. And I'm stuck in this 4-lane interstate. And I'm on the far left lane. I should have been on the far right lane, but I'm on the far left lane. And I'm just driving along, and I'm like, okay, my God, I hope I'm not late for my class. And it just fucking hit me, and I'm like, oh, my belly feels kind of like, I'm going to have to go to the bathroom when I get to work, right?
Oh, God.
And then it gets worse. And I'm
geez.
thinking, oh, we might have a problem here. And and I'm like,
oh dear God.
Okay. So I'm trying to inch my way over, and I'm like, okay, so work is 5 miles away. I'm thinking in my mind, I'm in fucking Indiana. 5 miles, that's like a 2-minute drive, right? I'm like,
yeah.
I only got 5 miles. I can make it. And I'm trying to inch my way over, and it's getting worse. And it's getting worse. And, I've shit myself before. I ain't gonna lie. I shit myself in that hotel. I've ran into this problem before, and I'm like, oh, dear God. And when you're trying to hold it in, and you start getting that cold sweat where you're like, oh, I can feel myself like just in this cold sweat where I'm just like,
yeah, and it's one of those things where you don't want to move too much either, because it just might all of a sudden just like leave you.
I'm trying to inch my way over, and I get myself, and slowly and like 2 miles from work, and I'm like, Erica, can you not make it to work? It was that bad. I couldn't make it to fucking work. I had to take this exit, and thank God I found the exit. So then I'm in this parking lot, and as soon as I drove it, there's like a Target, and there's like these little restaurants, and I'm like, it's like fucking 7:30 in the morning. I don't know if the Target's open. There ain't no cars in the parking lot. But as soon as I entered the parking lot, I took my seatbelt off, because I'm like right there. I'm going to shit myself. And this is not like a nice solid shit where I could just like take my underwear off and be done with it. Oh no. I'm like, if I fucking like, I'm going to blast this shit.
This is like a hungover Taco Bell shit.
Yes. I'm like, I don't even know where this fucking coming from. And I'm like, I drive through the parking lot, and I'm in this cold sweat. I'm like, oh, is this place open? Oh my God, I don't think they are. And I'm like, at this point, I'm thinking, I think I'm going to have to pull into this empty parking lot and open my fucking car door and like shit in the parking lot. I truly think I'm going to have to shit in this parking lot. I think I'm going to have to. And thank God the Target was open. I didn't take my purse in, my computer. I don't even know if I locked my fucking car. I parked, and I like ran into this motherfucking Target, and I found the bathroom, and I fucking made it. Oh, dear God. Because all I could think of is, I'm like, Erica, if you shit yourself on the way to teach this class, what the fuck you going to say? I don't have any change of clothes on me. I'm going to have to go back to the hotel. What the fuck you going to say? Oh, I think I have a stomach bug. I'm not feeling too good. Oh, it was horrid. It was, I wish I could say, the worst experience of my life, but it was not. Because there was...
Oh, God, there's worse?
There was a time. God, this was a few years ago. So my older son would have been younger. He was way younger. He was like 5. And my brother and his girlfriend at the time were watching him. And I'm going to go out with my friends. And, I get all ready. And this is back when I went to that place, Pierre's, where down the way they had the piercing place and all that. So this was my party time, man. I was like in my fucking late 20s at this time. Mid-20s, actually. And so I'm all ready to go out to the bar, and I'm like, we're ready to go out, and I'm driving in the car, and I'm like, oh, I think my belly kind of hurts, and I realize it just like fucking hits me, right? And I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have to pull over, and I pull into this parking lot of a Meijer, and I'm like, okay, I can do this. I'm gonna go into this Meijer, and I'm gonna go to the bathroom, and I lock my car, and I'm walking up to this Meijer, and it just started flowing, man.
Oh, my God.
I'm just like, it just like fucking down my legs. Now I was wearing jeans, but I could feel it inside my jeans, like caking the inside of my jeans and my legs, and probably coming out the bottom. And I'm just like, I can't stop. Like, do I just like let it go? Because I've already done shit myself, so I just shit myself in the parking lot of Meyer, and I'm like, well, fuck. Now I gotta turn around, drive home, right? so I'm like, well, so I turn around, and I'm trying to drive in my.
Did you put anything down on the seat
well,
before you?
I had jeans on, right? So I'm driving in the car, and I'm trying to drive where I have my like my left foot is bracing me where in my arm, like my arms, I have the one hand holding the steering wheel. So I had my left foot. God, see, this is like yesterday because I fucking remember this like it was yesterday. I have my left foot holding, like bracing myself up. My left hand was holding the steering wheel, but my right hand was holding the console and holding my ass up so I wasn't sitting in this pile of shit that was like caking my fucking jeans. And I'm like, Erica, you only got a few miles to get home, right? And so I wasn't completely sitting down. It's not like I got in the car and I completely sat down. Like I sat with my ass like an inch off the seat. Like I was bracing myself, and I'm like, well, I hope nobody like stops short in front of me and I have to like slam on the brakes because, you know, it's a done deal back here. Because I'm like, it's taking all my willpower to fucking make it through and get home. Well, I get fucking home, right? And I'm like, all right, so I'm done. I got to go take a shower now. And I fucking...
Yeah, at that point, you just have to the pants are dead. You have to go burn them in the yard.
Well, I walk in the house.
You have to go take a shower.
Yeah, exactly. I got a fucking shower. So I walk in the house. And remember, my older son's 5 at this time. I walk in the house, and my brother and his girlfriend at the time are sitting there, and my son goes, I smell crap. I'm like, and my brother's like, did you shit yourself? I'm like, I'll be back. I gotta go to the bathroom. So while they're in the living room, I have to go to the bathroom. I have to clean myself, so I fucking bathed, took a shower, and I text my friend. I'm like, man, girl, I can't go out. I cannot hit Pierre's tonight. I can't fucking party. I just fucking shit myself, right? No. You know, it's already out of you, right? You know, it's not like you're going to shit yourself again. It's already out of you. No, girl, I can't party. She's like, fuck it, girl, come out anyways. And I'm like, well, I already shit myself, so I guess I'll go out anyways. So I clean myself up, and I go hit the bars, which I was clean. Nobody would fucking know except my fucking friends have big mouths. So the one friend was telling everybody like, oh, you know, she shit herself on the way here. I'm like, yeah, thanks. Oh my God. But, and you would think I would have like colitis or some shit like that, where obviously, you know, if you shit yourself more than once, you must have a problem. But I got to talking to like some of my friends and shit like that. I ain't the only one that have shit themselves. Have you ever? I mean, have you ever had an accident or any of your friends?
Oh yeah. It was kind of funny the way this, you know, it happened one time, I guess, fairly recently. When I would say fairly recently, it's like in the last like probably 4 or 5 years, maybe yeah, about that time.
I was gonna say you ain't gonna go into it. Come on now.
No, I am. Don't worry. I was at my friend's. I was hanging out with my friend. He was at his like room. He had a roommate or whatever. He was the roommate to this girl. He was staying with. She has a boyfriend, and she was like part of his band or something like that. I don't know. It's fucking complicated. Anyways, he had like some back room that he was staying in, and he had a and the only good thing he had to his name was like a nice Sealy Posturepedic bed, like a really nice one. So I forget what I ate like I think I ate McDonald's for breakfast before I came to go see him or something like that. Just something like awful. I needed like really quick.
Yeah.
And like
Something
McDonald's
greasy.
will always fuck me up because McDonald's will always fuck me up because I just hate it and it's terrible for you.
Yeah.
And like it was one of those things where I left really quickly and I wanted to get something to eat, so I went by and got like the fucking biscuit and coffee and shit like that. A few hours later, I was just like, oh god, I feel terrible. So I'm sitting on his bed like on the corner, and he's talking to somebody who's doing something. And I try to fart, and it doesn't. It's not a fart that came out.
Oh God, I'm so sorry for laughing.
No, it's fine. It's okay.
Yep, I'm here. Yep. So you were sitting there, and you ate this
I was sitting
McDonald's.
in the bed, and I tried to fart, and it wasn't a fart, and like not a lot, but a little shit came out. And like I felt it, I was like, "Oh god!"
Oh
and
God!
then the panic attack happened, and so and he's still doing his thing, and I get up, I get up and look, is like, oh fuck, what happened? And sure enough, there's a mark right below where I was sitting. Yeah.
Oh God, I'm so sorry.
On his
that's terrible. But you know what?
Bed that he had got from some.
Oh Jesus.
So I immediately go to the bathroom, and I'm just
what?
Let me wipe some stuff down.
Oh God.
And like once again, luckily it was like it wasn't a lot. Like my underwear was soaked through. There's a little there's a little bit there, not a lot. So wipe myself, wipe the underwear.
But
my shorts as well, make sure they were clean.
Wipe with the underwear and toss them. And I'm like, it's surprising, and I think this is one of those things where I swear to God, everybody has had a moment where they have shit themselves, whether it's from being sick or whether it's from alcohol or whether it's from a type of food, because I got to talking to people like you. I mean, I never thought that this fucking happened because you had some McDonald's, which really is bad for you, but it tastes
luckily I carried like some like hand wipes with me or whatever in my car, so I used those to kind of like make sure everything was at least clean, even though it was kind of wet looking. At least it was clean.
Yep.
Yeah. So I did that, and like he was like, he didn't notice anything. I don't think he noticed anything because he never said anything. But like that mark was always on his bed, and I thought it was fucking hilarious. And the funny thing is that he was a kind of a shitty friend. So I haven't talked.
Well, there you go.
Here,
it's all right then.
He was an asshole way to kind of part ways, but no, it was funny. I shit in his bed, and he never knew about it, so it was really funny. And like he loved that mattress. Like he really that was like my most comfortable like prized possession because he got it from somebody. He got it from a friend, and like and I was just like,
well, that's what he gets.
Whatever. So that was kind of funny.
Oh my God, yeah. It just, what because it just, I'm thinking, is there something medically wrong with me? I started talking to people like you, where I'm like, hey, you know what? Have you ever shit yourself? And actually, I have several friends that have. I have this one friend, when I said I was driving home and I wasn't pulled over, thank God, but I have this friend that she had to go really fucking bad. And she thought she was going to make it home, and she fucking didn't. And she shit herself as she was driving, and she's zooming along.
Oh my
cop
God.
Pulls her over, right? And she said the cop comes up to the window and he's like, do you know how fast you were going? And she just goes, I shit myself. And he's like, and I'm sure you could smell it by that point. He's like, just watch your speed.
Yeah, because
and she went on her way.
Yeah, and I mean that is a legitimate reason to speed. That really is a legitimate reason.
That is God,
probably
isn't it though?
The only legitimate
isn't
reason
it though?
is when you shoot yourself. Um,
Yeah, I just like, oh, God. But yeah, she was just like so humiliated.
yeah, and that's
She
and that's
just
and
was-
and it's
I was
gotta be
like, you know what,
that's gotta
girl,
be the
it's
worst thing, especially
okay.
when you're close to home and then like the cop pulls you over. It's like you're like really you're like you can see the
Yes.
door, but the cops pulled you over and you have to wait there for 10 minutes while he gets out of his car and like saunters on like he's fucking, the sheriff of like a old west town. While they run
While
your
they
plates,
run
and he's
your
like, "So how
plates
fast do you think you're
before
going?"
they
Buddy,
get.
I shit myself. All right, I'm not gonna be any use to you at all. I don't know what you want from
Oh,
me.
God. Oh, God. And then I had somebody else just recently tell me, they sent me a text and they're like, I'm so humiliated. And I said, why? Well, they've been on this diet, right? And they're eating a lot of salads. They're doing like, you know, well, first they tried to do a juice cleanse or just a cleanse. And then they try to incorporate salads. And of course, that cleans you out. And they said they were at the grocery store and they had to go. So they go into the bathroom and they didn't even make it to the toilet. She said she shit all over the toilet and the floor. And, and although there was toilet paper, she's like, there was nothing to clean it up with. There was no like mop in there. There was nothing. And she texts me. She's like, I'm so humiliated. I don't know what to do. I said, you know what? You wipe as best as you can and you walk out that store. I mean, what else could you do? I'm like,
Yeah, it's like yeah.
She goes, I feel so bad for
I
the
mean,
workers.
that's,
I'm like, I don't know what
that's
to
gonna
tell
happen.
you.
But it's like this has happened. Clean yourself up the best you can. Yes, the worker's day is gonna suck that day.
Yeah.
But we all have our days. You just kind of have to just be like, all right, I'm gonna leave and go on to the next fucking Kroger's and shop there instead.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm like,
that's
you just
it.
never go to that
Yeah,
store
don't-
again.
yeah.
I don't know what that, just make sure nobody sees you walking out of the store or out of the bathroom. Yeah, no, man, that just, oh, Jesus. But I think the worst thing that's ever happened to me wasn't even shitting myself, okay? Do you remember back in the day, God, and you may not, this was, God, was it like 15 years ago maybe? There was this new potato chip that had came out that had a cholesterol in it. And they were like, oh, if you eat too much, basically you'll shit yourself because of the cholesterol. So they actually made a diet pill called Ali.
Yeah. I remember
ALLI,
from about
this
10
diet
years ago,
pill.
I think.
So, yeah, well, probably about 10 years ago, I was taking that, right? And one of the side effects, I mean, it gives you gassiness, it gives you bloating. But what it does is it blocks the absorption of fat. So you can pretty much eat, but it blocks the fat. But the problem is if you eat fatty foods like McDonald's and shit like that, it has to come out. And what happens is you have this orange oil that will come out of your ass along with your shit because it's blocking that fat. And so one of the things, it's like, well, if you change your diet where you're eating more salads, you're eating more lean foods, you're eating more chicken, you don't have that oily problem. And I'm reading the side effects and it's like, leaky ass. Like you may have
Anal leakage, yeah.
anal
I remember
leakage.
was
That
the
is
thing.
like literally one of the side effects of these fucking potato chips and then this diet pill, Ali. Anal leakage, right? And the over-the-counter dose, I can't remember if it's 20 milligrams. I could tell you it's one pill, but you can get a prescription dose that is like double that. Well, years ago, I'm like, I want to fucking lose weight. So I get these Ali diet pills. And I'm sitting there in this pair of sweats one day.
Oh, God.
And man, it just like fucking leaked out. I like it. There's not even like your ass doesn't even clench like you're going to go. It is like a legit anally. I stained like I had this like Lazy Boy. I fucking stained it with this oily leakage from my ass, right? So I'm like, oh my goodness. Because I eat like shit. I should probably stop that. So I stopped it for the longest time. And then, of course, time goes on, and I'm like, I won't fucking lose weight. I don't want to change my diet because I eat shit, but I want to lose weight. So I'm going to take this Ali diet pill again that will block the fat absorption. And I'm going to check into the hotel one time, and I'm walking in, and I could like feel this like I'm fucking leaking oil from my ass, right? And I'm like, oh my God, just let me check into this motherfucking hotel so I can go up and take
care of yourself or
get to my
something.
room.
Just hide away or whatever. Oh, jeez.
And I'm like, oh God, Erica, you need to stop these pills. So again, I stopped them. That was like the second time I was on them, and I stopped them again. But I really want to lose weight, right? So, and because I eat like shit and I really want to stop that fat, all I did was like double the dose, the over-the-counter the dose. So I was like taking two pills instead of one. You're only supposed to take one.
The prescription pill, but with the over-the-counter stuff.
Yes. So I'm standing in this classroom. No fucking joke. Oh my God, this was in Illinois. I'll never forget this. I'm standing in this classroom and I feel this wetness between my ass cheeks. Now I was wearing black,
thank God,
slacks, luckily, and I feel this wetness between my ass cheeks, and I'm like, ooh, I think we're gonna take like a 10-minute break. And I go into the bathroom, and I ruined my underwear. Like my underwear were soaked in this orange oil, right? So I had like I had to literally take my underwear off and toss them. And I'm like, okay, Erica, you're wearing black pants. You can make it through this class, but you got to figure out how to stop this anal leakage. So I like took all this toilet paper and I like rolled it up in like this big hard ball, and I shoved this toilet paper like as far as I could in my ass.
To
try to stop the anal leakage. I did. I'm almost 50. This.
All you had to do was change your diet. That's all you had to do, and it would have stopped this.
But I really
trust me, I'm right there with
food.
you. I really am.
I mean, it tastes good. So I like rolled this toilet paper up and I shoved it up my ass as far as I could, and it felt like you had an anal plug in. And I finished teaching my class because that's how dedicated I am to my job. And them people did not know that I was standing in front of that classroom with a fucking toilet paper butt plug. So I'm dedicated to my job. Now, I lowered my dose of Ali diet pills, and I don't have the anal leakage anymore, but I did stop them because I'm trying something else, but yeah, so let that be a lesson to all of you. Make sure when you try a medication, you read those side effects, and rest assured somebody has had an effect from them.
If any of them say anal leakage, just try to be close to a toilet for like 2 weeks and just make sure.
But you know what? Oh my God, I was looking up like new doctors and shit like this, and I found this doctor, and I wasn't even looking for this, but I found this doctor, and one of his, oh my God, it was like anal, basically it was anal tightness. He worked with you on increasing the muscles of your anus to try to tighten the muscles of your anus. I can't think of what the actual medical term is, but it is like a legit specialty. And I'm like, oh, maybe I need that. Because I seem to have a lot of shit come out of my ass. And not just shit either.
Oh my God.
So I'm like, oh my God. Yeah, it was like, because, like, again, I am not the only one that has anal leakage.
Especially from those diet pills. God, that sounds terrible. But I love that it's such a prevalent problem that this guy thought that he's like, you know what, I'm gonna make it my specialty, and I'm gonna make a lot of money doing this.
He did. I really wish. God, it was a couple years back, and I posted a screenshot on Facebook. I'm like, look at this motherfucker. It was like, yeah, that was one of his specialties. It was increasing the something of the sphincter. It was tightening your asshole. It's what it was. I was like, how do you do that?
He probably has a whole workout regimen for this. He's like, listen, do 10 of these, do 4 of these, and do 8 of these.
Like,
there you go.
Like
there you
Kegel exercises. Oh Jesus!
It's probably what it is. What it is he gives you a yellow egg for your ass to drag a bottle of water around, and that's how you get stronger. That's what it is. It's for the other hole.
Oh my God. Yeah, but I remember reading that shit about those potato chips. And I kept wondering when that came out, and everybody's like, oh my God, if you eat so much, you get anal leakage. And I'm like, yeah, right. Well, I can see why now. You probably ate the whole motherfucking bag.
Yeah, that was the thing. I forget. They were like, it was like some new way of frying them, and they used some new oil or whatever on them. And that was the thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I forget what kind of potato chips they are. Anybody who remembers that, please write in the comments what the chips were, and I'm sure we'll remember them. But yeah, I remember that being a thing, and like, and then once everybody got up in arms about it, I think there was some news report that said you had to eat like 4 bags of chips a day for it to even affect you a little bit.
Yeah, it was like a lot. It was like, oh, you're obviously overdoing it.
It's one of those things where like, I'm sure there was an outlier of somebody who had like eaten like 5 or 6 bags of potato chips in a day, and they had that problem, and then like, it became a whole big thing. Well, there was a thing like that for Surge, because there was some dick shrinking chemical in there too, and that's why like no guy ever drink it again. It's like, fuck that, we're not doing this. And then it just like fell off shelves.
You probably had a little dick anyways.
Yeah, it was just I remember that being a thing, like, and everybody in like, I think my high school talked about it. It's like, oh, you shouldn't drink Surge, man, it'll shrink your junk. I'm like, okay. And like they I forget, they kept like saying it was some chemical or some coloring or some shit like that in there. That was not in the other sodas, and that was their whole thing about it. And I was like, whatever. Yeah. It was strange.
Oh God. Yeah. No, there's all kinds of shit out there like that now. I read, and I'm a person that reads fine print. I do. It's just one of the things I do. And there's all kinds of side effects for all kinds of things out there.
Yeah.
There's gum that may cause cancer. There's,
well, even that I know. I
remember
on deodorant,
Surge though.
It says don't use it if you have like kidney cancer or something on deodorant. In the back of it, it's really terrifying.
Damn.
Because there's aluminum or something in it.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like you said, it just takes one person to say this happened, and then when they do their testing, they do have to admit that. And there's like some testing places up in Wisconsin, because I actually want to sign up. Fuck, sometimes they'll pay you like $10,000-$15,000 to test shit out. You guys go stay in their facility and take their drugs or whatever it is, and and then come back to be tested. And I'm like, fuck, I will. I don't know what the side effects are, but I mean, they test this shit. It gets to the point to where people are having side effects. But it only takes one. It may not be everybody, but one, and then it might
Speaking
ruin
of
it.
testing, there was a famous filmmaker who did that to pay for his movie, Robert Rodriguez. Yeah, if you ever read the book Rebel
Really?
Without a Crew,
Oh,
that's how he got the money together to make his first movie. He went to a
no
facility in
shit.
Mexico
Oh,
somewhere to go, make the money. I think he's had to sit
hmm.
there for a month in this facility, like he had a bed and everything like that. And the drug that he got was one for like like it had to like it helped speed along like healing for like skin or grafts or whatever like that. So like they had to cut two football
Okay.
sized pieces of skin from like under his arm, and they put a band-aid
Oh
on
my
there,
God.
and they saw if it like healed faster like all the time. And the thing was that in this facility had other
Oh.
people that were testing as well. One of them, like one of the groups that he was next to, were people who were like doing stuff for, I guess, like for shit or whatever. Like they were doing some sort of diet test that if they gave you a certain amount of food, a certain type
Okay.
of food, for the time, like it would change your shit or your stomach, whatever. And
Mm-hmm.
the worst thing was is that they were like they were testing everybody. They were even testing him because that was one of the tests to make sure if the medication would come through or not. Was like, you know, a stool test. And one thing happened. He said like there was a raid in the kitchen where like somebody ate like two cheesecakes were gone and somebody ate them. And he said in the book, he's like, that's moronic because it'll show up in your shit immediately. It'll show up in your blood work and
Yeah.
everything immediately. Whoever's eating it, he's like, this was dumb. And he said like he said in the facility if that happened, they would just send you home and you wouldn't get your money. So he had to be like really
Yeah.
careful and do things by the letter and stuff like that, and made sure that he got his money afterwards, whenever he was done with his test.
Yeah. I mean, as long as you follow what they require of you, you can make money. I mean, you don't know. I mean, by the time they start human testing, it's like almost ready for, you know, um, being out there in the world. They just need to find out some of those side effects. But yeah, some of these studies, I actually saw one that was like
Jeez.
$30,000. I really wanted that one. I'm like, I don't know what you're testing, but
Yeah,
fuck,
yeah.
I'll do it.
I'm sure it's some scary shit.
It probably
Yeah.
is. Probably is. I'll end up with like worse than anal leakage, but although I don't know what's
There's
worse
something
than
worse than that. It's called the
that.
colostomy bag.
Oh, you know what? I know somebody that
That's
has
that's rough. That's rough.
actually, yeah, yeah, yeah. It's not a colostomy bag because it was his bladder they took out, so it's a different kind of bag. Is it an ostomy bag? Colostomy
Hmm.
is the colon. Ostomy, I
Yeah.
think, is
Still,
the other
that's
one.
still rough.
So,
To deal with. Yeah.
oh God, yes, yes, terrible, terrible, terrible. But yeah, Lord knows how much I've fucked up my innards with trying all these different
Yeah.
diet pills and shit like that. But
That's happened. That's actually happened to my aunt. Ever since I was a kid, and now she
mm,
has terrible heart problems from it, from doing diets,
mm.
doing the pills, doing the medication
Oh,
for like, let's say,
see,
40
that's
years.
scary.
And she had to have a
Damn.
pacemaker put in recently. Yeah.
Mm.
So like yeah, the diet stuff is like when it see I'm all for you know losing weight and bettering yourself. That's fine, but like I will vehemently never take diet pills or supplements ever. I will never do that. I'll eat a certain kind of food. I'll portion my shit out. That's fine, but never will I take pills with it ever.
Yeah. No, I like I said, I did start a new one. I was on I'm trying to think of what the generic name is phentermine. It's dangerous though. Phentermine is
Oh
like
geez.
speed is what it is. It's um but you really got to watch for it fucks with your heart. is what it does. It's like being on speed. And you do have to go to the doctor to get it prescribed, and it is very restricted because if you have any kind of issues with your heart, any kind of high blood pressure, any, basically, if you're taking speed, it's gonna fucking kill you. Um, but you can only be on it a very short period of time, and it kind of kickstarts your metabolism. And you, like, I have cut out like all the snacking. And then once I'm off the pill, hopefully I don't go back to the snacking is the thing.
I mean,
So,
honestly, the best thing for that is if you can, I know you're living with two boys, is to just take them out of your house. That's the best thing you can do. Yeah.
yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But yeah, no, my sister had actually asked me about it, and I said, no, she has lupus and some other medical issues. And it's like, no, your doctor, her doctor's, there's no way her doctor would prescribe it for her. And it's only for a certain level of obesity. Because I'm considered obese, but let's face it, according to the medical guidelines, for my height, anything over 120 is considered
Okay, yeah,
obese. Or you're getting up there. I'm like, that's fucking ridiculous.
Geez, 120?
But
God.
yeah, if I can get, yeah. If I'm over 120, I'm considered overweight. And then once I get over 150, I start getting into that borderline obese. And anything over 160, I'm obese. And I'm almost 200. So, it's like, okay. If I could get back down to like 160, I'd be fine with that. Because it does. The weight really does affect your quality of life. I can't fucking walk up the stairs without sounding like I'm having a fucking coronary. So I know the limitations of the pills because I am around the medical field, although I don't work directly in it. So, and I do read fine print. So it's, I only, just to kind of kickstart, stop the snacking, and then I'll have to, wean off the pill and we'll move on. But they won't prescribe it for more than like 30 days without you going back to the doctor. I mean, it's really
that's
restricted.
good though. At least they're not trying to kill you.
Oh yeah, it's
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's like speed. Not that I've ever taken speed, but I can tell you the first time you take it, you feel like you're on, as you're like, I can do everything.
You probably can't even drink coffee with it because it'll like really fuck you up.
Yeah. Oh no, you can't have anything caffeinated. No Excedrin, no coffee, no pop, no nothing caffeinated. Because it will fuck with your heart. And if you have some underlying heart condition that you're not even aware of, so it is a very dangerous medication. So I don't recommend it for anybody, but I did take it last time, after I had my younger son and I got up near 200, I took it for, I think, just a month to kind of help me regulate my diet. And then I transitioned off of it. And then I kept the weight off for quite a while until 2020. And then that was jelly beans
that was a hard
all
time
day.
For everybody. That was rough. Now, one thing I'm going to have to get back into, I was doing that actually worked was Orange Theory. It's like high intensity workout. You do it for like an hour. Yeah, because
okay. Yeah.
I mean, I had a gym membership like everybody does. It's like, oh, I'll go, and I never fucking went. So with this one, you got to schedule classes. You got to be there like 10 minutes beforehand. Sign in, do your workout as somebody not really yells at you, but just kind of tells you what to do, while like rave music is playing.
Oh my God.
And you do it for an hour, like 55 minutes, 40, like 50 to 55 minutes. You do
That's good.
They have you a heart meter, and you're supposed to hit like your orange zone or whatever with it. But no, I mean, I did it for a couple months before Thanksgiving, and I loved it. It was good. It was fun. I would go at like 10 in the morning and do the workout and come back, you know, and continue my work, eat lunch or whatever, and go on with my day. And I think I did it. I got to the point where I was doing it twice a week, and man, that second time is rough. The second time is really rough.
Yeah, I bet.
But I did it. I did it.
Oh,
And
I
it was, you know, I was feeling good, and apparently everybody saw like that I lost because I had done the meal prep and I had done the Orange Theory for a bit, and like everybody saw like I had lost a little bit of weight, and I was like, "Geez, I need to get a I need to as much as I don't want to, I need to get a fucking scale and really like monitor myself and make sure I'm doing it correctly."
See, my thing is there's been times like, I don't know, whenever I stand on the scale, I just get so disappointed. I'm like, I've tried so hard and I was walking on the treadmill and it's like I've gained weight. And don't tell me it's muscle, because that shit ain't muscle, because I'm like 35% BMI or whatever, which, I'm mostly fat. And yeah, I don't get on the scale.
No, trust me, I don't want to
scale.
either, but I gotta start monitoring myself and getting healthy and stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, or maybe weigh yourself. Maybe
that would be
a week
that would
or once
that
a
would be
month,
that would be it. I'm not
something.
doing it like every morning after I take my shit. Like that's not happening. No, some people do, and
yeah, some people do. And you're right. After they take a shit and they're naked.
Like, if you need to do that and you're like heavily monitoring yourself, cool, that's great. I can't do that. It's like I'll do it like every Monday or Sunday kind of thing, and that's it. I'll mark it down, make sure things are the way they're supposed to go, and that's it.
Yeah, and then once that's the thing. I had a friend who lost a bunch of weight, and got in great shape from classes at the local gym. God, I can't remember what classes she took, but yeah, for some people that works great. So sounds like a good plan. I mean, to get back into
just the hecticness of the holidays and things like that is really what's.
We always have excuses, don't we? I'm gonna be honest.
You are 100% right. We do have excuses. But that is my excuse for now, and it's only for the month of December. I will pick it up next month. I swear.
Yep, I am the same way. I always have something else that after this I will do. Yeah. All right. Well, you're gonna have to let us know after the first of the year.
It's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna try to keep it up for at least most of the year if I can. We'll see how tired I get of it, or how beat I get of it, or whatever happens. So we will see.
Yeah, but you're tall, so it's probably mostly just kind of getting in shape, maybe losing some weight, but I mean it's mostly just getting
that's what I need
healthy.
To do. Because the older people in my family aren't healthy, and they've worked the majority of their lives at jobs where they have to stand up all day, so they're getting to points where they can't walk, and so I have to make sure that I don't get that way either. Yeah.
Oh shit! Yeah, you're right. Because I know families that are like that too. I worry about that because my dad was a double amputee, but he was diabetic. He smoked 4 packs a day. But family genetics has a lot to do with our health.
That's my goal for next year, is to at least maintain the workouts and the dieting for as long as I can throughout the year. Hopefully it'll be all 12 months or at least 11 months or whatever, and make progress that way slowly. So we will see. Hopefully, and hopefully you can do the same. Hopefully you can get down to where you need to be, where you're comfortable, where you like yourself.
Oh, I like myself now. I like myself in my bathrobe. I don't give a shit. But health wise, like seriously, if I walk up the stairs at home, I can feel myself one flight of stairs in a house I can feel my breathing being heavier and my heart beating faster. And that is unhealthy. That is unhealthy. So it's not like, I mean, shit, at my age, I'm not going to be 120 pounds with a 20-year-old's body. But there's no fucking reason why I can't walk up those stairs without feeling like I've ran a marathon, So that's what I'm hoping for. And maybe some of our listeners have some ideas or some struggles that they've gone through. And
yeah. If you have any comments
let us know
or
their
anything like that,
ideas.
please send us our way. We'll read them on the air as usual. So yeah,
absolutely, love to hear them. Love to hear the ideas, because this is like my last ditch effort. So maybe you guys have some ideas.
Yeah, hopefully.
All right.
But I think that's all we got for this week.
I think it is until after Christmas, and then we'll have to see how Christmas went, and then the new year, and then 2023.
Hopefully it's better than the last one.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
We'll see, and we can talk about maybe a movie that I've been in.
Yeah,
they're finally coming
out.
out.
They're gonna start coming out on DVD and Blu-ray and stuff like that. So we may have to do some reviews for them, or show some of your scenes on Instagram or Facebook or whatever like that. So
yes, Wolf Hollow is their premiere is April 1st. That's the one where I wore the latex dress. Yeah, that comes out.
You're probably going to get the same reaction that you got for your birthday pictures.
Yeah. Oh shoot! All right. Well, that sounds good. Can't wait to talk again.
We'll see everybody next week.
All right. Send those questions, comments, advice, whatever you'd like to say to ericadyerpodcast@gmail.com.